bantamweight title fight between Amanda Nunes and Ronda Rousey. All right, so here she is, United States Olympic medalist, former UFC women's bantamweight champion, and Hall of Famer Ronda Rousey. You can't tell the history of women in mixed martial arts without starting with Ronda.
It has to start with Ronda Rousey, because her first UFC fight against Liz Carmouche back in Anaheim was truly, truly amazing. They went out there, they put on a great show. Ronda ended it in the most patented way. It had to end with an armbar. Ronda got it at the end of the first round. The crowd went crazy, and you understood at that moment, if Ronda was a star prior, she was going to the moon after that night in Anaheim, and that's exactly what she did.
She really has had a profound impact on American culture. Halloween rolls around every year. Ronda Rousey's are everywhere. You can't effectively put into words her contribution to mixed martial arts, and of course tonight, she will try to add to her legacy. Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC women's bantamweight champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time. All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. Rousey is 28, Nunes is 32. The rest is nearly identical. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the challenger, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
The fighters touch him up. Well, this fight sold out in a blink, and it is now underway. The rematch between Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes. The odds were long that Ronda would come back, and even longer that when she did come back, she would face the Lioness Amanda Nunes.
And the odds favor Amanda Nunes in a way that we never thought Ronda Rousey would be viewed. So she's got some work to do, because not only is Amanda a dominant fighter, but the profile of Amanda Nunes has been raised much more than it was the first time they fought.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training. Well, Rousey's trying for the Kimura submission here.
Now she's in trouble.
And there it is!
Oh my goodness, what a performance!
Well, no doubt it was quick, and you knew if she could take this fight to the ground that her opponent was going to be in trouble. So the takedown comes early, and so does the submission win. You know she's got great instincts when it comes to finishing fights. Once she gets them to the canvas, safe to say mission accomplished for her here tonight. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Ronda Rousey.
Oh, you know how excited this makes me. We got a new UFC champion in the women's bantamweight division. A lot of history in this division, and she adds to it tonight.
And this is a division that the belt can change hands. A lot of people have worn the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship, and tonight she joins a list of some of the best women's fighters we've ever seen.